is a lot nicer today, which is always great. Alright, what did I read today? A lot of crazy stuff actually, a variety of things. But the first one I read was kind of interesting. During these times, a lot of people have to keep away from each other. I know with things like schools, some people have to go online. But how about this one, I guess, with a lot of people trying to apply for various schools. Normally, I guess you'd get an acceptance letter. I would imagine most people would send it digitally nowadays, wouldn't they? But I guess this place decided to do something special with a drone. It says, Georgian surprises applicants with special drone delivery. Is it a plane? Is it a bird? No, it's an air grizzly. The drone dropping off an acceptance offer to the doorstep of 3 very surprised Georgian college applicants this week. The past year has been strange and challenging for all of us, so we wanted to do something fun and unique for some of our newest Georgian grizzlies by delivering their acceptance offers by drone, says Cindy Muchier, Georgian's registrar. We chose 3 applicants to our new mechatronics program and delivered the special packages to their doorsteps to brighten their day and help create the first of many unforgettable experiences at Georgian. So you can see that's what they did. They took a drone, by the sounds of it, on what they created in the school, what students made, I guess, and they delivered an acceptance letter to these applicants that got accepted. I would imagine these candidates would be extra excited about getting the acceptance letter this way if they're applying for the mechatronics program. They would be creating things like drones as well, correct? So that's kind of cool. And I can't help to think too, where are all the people that are going to drone police this one? Oh no, was it under 250 grams, for example? You're attaching something to a drone. I mean, stuff like this should be perfectly okay. You shouldn't stifle things like creativity and innovation. And another type of story I bumped into was kind of interesting. Often there's these Kickstarter or Indiegogo types of projects. They're crowdfunded and they sound really fantastic, so a lot of people invest into it. Now, normally these sites are acting as an investment site where investing in a company doesn't necessarily mean they'll succeed. There are risks associated with it. But it seems like a lot of companies nowadays, they use these sites more as a retail store, like a way to get their products sold. And unfortunately, there are a lot of fake products and companies where people just play on others' emotions, get them to think they're investing or buying into a product when there's really nothing there. They're just using the money for something else. So this one here, apparently it's a battery called Extra. It seems like it's a battery for cameras that has a high capacity, I guess you could say. And a lot of people got excited over it. You can see with all the promotion materials and all that. As you can see, it was advertised in a lot of different places. I would imagine people get spiffs of some sort for promoting this. But that's where it was kind of interesting because a lot of people said all of a sudden they became non-responsive, which is always a bad sign. Like, uh-oh, they just take the money and run. And reading some of the comments, some people were saying, for example, like this Jeffrey Parker, CEO, you can see like the pictures and stuff like that. People were saying, this is fake. He's not a real, he's a real person, but not a real CEO and all that, because apparently they've seen this guy's pictures in various other places and advertisements. So they're thinking he's just like a hired model or talent. You can even read the comments on the site. It says, I have dug around and there will be articles on some sites next week about this project. Jeffrey and author aren't even real people. Jeffrey is a model by the looks of things and you can find him on various sites peddling products. How's that if that's true? And they've made a lot of money just according to all these figures here. Like what, over $200,000 and stuff like that? Goes to show you have to always be vigilant, I guess you could say. There's always somebody out there just trying to scam you and just want to take your money, huh? And talk about being vigilant. At first I didn't know if this was fake. People were spreading this around, this letter here. It says from Donald J. Trump, and apparently it dealt with the Screen Actors Guild in the US. That's basically like a union where they manage like performers and talents, what they should be paid and all that when it comes to working on things like film. And to my understanding, Donald Trump is actually part of the union because he's acted in various movies and all that. And they wanted to kick him out, I guess, because of what happened, I suppose, in the US. And because of that, apparently he wrote this letter where it comes down to you can't kick him out because he leaves. So it says in this letter here, Miss Carteris, I write to you today regarding the so-called disciplinary committee hearing aimed at revoking my union membership. Who cares? While I'm not familiar with your work, I'm very proud of my work on movies such as Home Alone 2, Zoolander, and Wall Street. Money Never Sleeps, and television shows including The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Saturday Night Live, and of course one of the most successful shows on television history, The Apprentice, to name just a few. I've also greatly helped the cable news television business, said to be a dying platform with not much time left until I got involved in politics, and created thousands of jobs at networks such as MSDNC and Fake News CNN, among many others. Which brings me to your blatant attempt at free media attention to distract from your dismal record as a union. Your organization has done little for its members and nothing for me besides collecting dues and promoting dangerous un-American policies and ideas, as evident by your massive unemployment rates and lawsuits from celebrated actors who even recorded a video asking, "Why isn't the union fighting for me?" And with that, he quit the union. And apparently on the site, they made a response to it. All they said was, "Thank you." It's just weird reading this letter and so forth, because it even says in the bottom, signed the president, and I was wondering, isn't he not the president anymore? Then again, the letterhead says here, the office of the Donald J. Trump, so it could be the president of his own company, which would make sense. But yeah, at first I don't even know if this is real, but if they posted it on the union site and all that, I guess it is. To me, just reading all this just makes it sound like there's going to be so much division, especially if it's true in terms of the figures and the voting numbers. You can see basically industries will be completely separated in many cases, I would imagine. Although I guess this shows too, like everyone says, business and politics, they usually don't mix. All it does is result in people fighting with each other non-stop. Alright, see you guys later.